Wow, shall we give it up for them, please? SIC Life, they say absolute peace of mind. Hey, absolute peace of mind. We are ready to hear from you. Shall we give it up for them, please?
Very much. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and educated firefighters, welcome to the 60th anniversary. I know you've already been welcome, but today happens to be my first time, so I'm welcoming you all. I know it's a firefighters thing, but we are all part of the family. Each life with an amount of 20,000 in event of death for a member arising out of natural or accidental death. We also cover permanent disability for up to 20,000 Ghana cedis, which also arises as a result of accident or illness. A temporal disability cover of up to 20,000 Ghana cedis for temporal disabilities arising out of accidents. And as firefighters, I know that accidents can happen at any point in time. So just as he said, we want to give you an absolute peace of mind. So there should be something that you can be rest assured that should anything happen in the course of your duty, at least there is something to cushion you. Apart from that, in case a firefighter or an officer is diagnosed of critical illness, we cover up to 10,000 Ghana cedis. And this critical illness covers cancer, stroke, kidney or renal failure, heart attack, deafness, loss of sight, paraplegia, loss of speech, coronary artery bypass, major organ transplants, multiple sclerosis, and then aortic surgery. We also give you a medical expense cover of up to 2,000 Ghana cedis. Medical expenses arising out of accidents. Apart from all of that, we also give you a chance to cover your parents as well. So in an event where an officer loses a parent or a spouse, then there should be something. Okay, so per the initial cover, we also cover your spouse for up to 5,000 Ghana cedis. So should a member lose a spouse, this product will pay out 5,000 Ghana cedis. And for all of these benefits, we're only charging 20 Ghana cedis per month. Does it sound good, or we are not too convinced about that? But it is true. It might be too good to be true, but you see, that's why I'm saying that this relationship we've had over the years is not just going to stay the way it is, but we want to upgrade it and make it even better for you. So that is for the 20 cedis premium. So if members would want to cover their parents as well, they can pay an additional 5 cedis so that should they lose their parents who are not more than 85 years, then we can pay an amount of 3,000 cedis in the event of death. So this is the good news that we brought. I would like to leave it with you so that if you have any questions, the floor will be open for me to give you the answers that you need. Thank you very much. I did not introduce myself. My name is Mary Catherine Opokuwari, and with me here is Mr. Elliot Boche.
Thank you, SIC Life, Madam Catherine, for giving us the presentation that borders on absolute peace of mind. Hey, all for 20 Ghana cedis. We thank you. Please, their exhibition booth is downstairs. If you want more clarification or further information, you could reach out to them, and they would be of help to all of us. Indeed, it is important to take up life policies. And one of your best insurance company to help you do this is surely and certainly SIC Life. Shall we give it up for them once more? Without wasting much time, we would like to take the next main presentation. And this presentation is going to be delivered by the Ghana Institute of Safety and Environmental Professionals. I hope I had it right this time around. Oh, thumbs up for me, eh? Oh, kindly clap for the MC. Thank you so much. And this wonderful delivery is going to be on the topic training, certification, and best practices. ISEP's contribution to fire management as an essential stakeholder. There is a gentleman who is here from that institute. He is a graduate member of the Ghana Institute of Safety and Environmental Professionals. He is also he has a NEBOSH certificate and an IOSH Safety and Security Practitioner. He is currently reading Masters of Arts in Conflict, Peace, and Security at the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center, with a focus on mining and maritime safety and security. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I now have the singular honor to invite Mr. Damwa Emmanuel Nyako to give us the presentation on training, certification, and best practices, ISEP's contribution to fire management as an essential stakeholder. Shall we give it up for him, please?
Thank you, MC. Mr. Chairman, Chief Fire Officer, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. To the Chairman, kindly permit me to introduce Chief Warrant Officer Bakar Ramos, retired, who is the immediate past Forces Sergeant Major of the Ghana Armed Forces, present here with us. Sir, can you give us a wave, please? So he's on my extreme left, and he's a proud member of the Ghana Institute of Safety and Environmental Professionals. So our topic this morning is training, certification, and best practices, GISEP contribution to fire management as an essential stakeholder. And I'm Damwa Emmanuel Nyako. I'll be taking through my presentation. And so as part of my presentation, introduction, I'll run you through GISEP, what we do, our training programs, certification and standards. I'll take you through some collaborations with the Ghana National Fire Service, best practices and legal frameworks that gives GISEP and Ghana National Fire Service the mandate to operate. And then collaborations, the challenges so far, and then the way forward. And I'll wrap it up with my conclusion. And so what is GISEP? Ghana Institute of Safety and Environmental Professionals. It is the sole registered body for managing health and safety in Ghana. It was formed in 2007 and duly registered in 2011. As part of our mission and vision, GISEP has interest in public safety issues. And so just to take our minds back, the VRA flooding, GISEP issued a statement because it had a public safety concern there, and people were asking, where is GISEP? So there was a statement that was issued to that. As of October 2023, our total membership stood at 1,134, and GISEP members are proud in various jurisdictions, different sectors, promoting fire safety and fire management. And so let's talk a bit more about fire. I know here the definition will not work, but kindly permit me to quote what Ban Sita 2004 said. Fire is a manifestation of burning that involves fuel, air, and heat. That's the fire triangle. And then obviously produces light, flames, smoke, and possibly some sort of smoke. I call it the fire management techniques. It is in 4 sessions. It has 4 discrete components, the 2 P's and the 2 R. What are the 2 P's? Prevention and preparedness. And then we also have the response and recovery. In case it happens, what is your response procedure? Is it really happening? Do you even test your procedure? And how do you recover the lost items? If they are insurance, just as NIC and then SIC came here to educate us about. If all these are what we are discussing this morning, then what is the pertinent role of GISEP in managing fire safety in Ghana? GISEP offers several training and certification for people who are already in the HSC health, safety and environmental professionals in the field already. So there are some certificates and diploma courses that they run just to increase human competency and then boost people's knowledge. GISEP also conducts monthly HSC seminars that also has to promote overall safety. These trainings are streamlined to cover HSC, including fire safety. Now, let's talk about some collaborations that GISEP is currently into with the Ghana National Fire Service. And so members who are part of Ghana National Fire Service or who have obtained training or some sort of education from the Ghana National Fire Service are proud volunteers, fire marshals, fire wardens, emergency response coordinators in the mining environment, in oil and gas setting, in some corporate institutions. When we are looking for fire safety officers, they are there, and they are all GISEP members. Now, we also continue to make significant waves championing fire safety wherever we find ourselves. I was privileged to have a certificate from the Ghana National Fire Service when I was back in the mine as a contractor for Adamus Resources. And the Takrade Regional Command, I'm sure that's the name, issued that certificate to me. And so thank you, Fire Service, for that certificate. And it has helped me in most of my job applications. They did a training for us, and then they offered us a certificate afterwards. Now let's talk about best practices in fire safety management. Now we have fire risk assessment. What is risk assessment in general? We want to identify every potential element or material that could bring about fire. Now once we've identified these hazards, these risks, these vulnerabilities, what do? We put in fire control measures to curb these risks or to mitigate them from happening. Mind you, per the hierarchy of controls, elimination is the first one. We also talk about emergency response planning. What is emergency response procedure? Those of us in the corporate setting, do we even test this procedure? Do you conduct regular fire drills just to make sure that we can test them and see the preparedness of our staff, employees when unlikely or unfortunate incidents of fire occurs? Now, training and public safety awareness. So there should be trainings. Corporate Ghana should invite Ghana National Fire Service to conduct some of these trainings, not only when they are celebrating their 60 years. And then also, yes, not only when they are celebrating their 60 years. Fire Service Public Safety Director and then the deputy and the team are all around. We can engage them for some of this education. And then fire safety equipment. We have fire extinguishers in our homes, in our workplaces. How many of us even know how to operate it or use the fire extinguisher? It is not someone who knows it by mind or by sight. But in the case where there is fire, can you pick it up and use the acronym PASS? That is a question to all of us. And so let's invite Ghana National Fire Service for that. Let's go to some legal frameworks as well. And so the Ghana National Fire Service Act 1997, Act 537, establishes the Ghana National Fire Service and gives them their mandate or responsibilities. If you have a facility and you've not obtained fire permit, please make sure you contact them once you are here and go for it. It's very, very important. Your fire permit or fire certificate, they are all enshrined in the LI 1724. Then we also have the Factory Office Shop Act. We have the EPA Act as well, and then the Ghana Labor Act. The part SV solely talks about managing occupational health, safety, and environment in Ghana. And so that tells you that if you have a construction site ongoing, whether airports, Jolu, wherever you see any site, and we have some contractors wearing PPEs, helmets, reflective vests, safety boots, coverall, gloves, it is something that is putting them to their toes to make sure that whoever comes to site returns back safe and healthy to their families and their loved ones. The airline does not allow a worker to leave home, say goodbye to his family, come back to a workplace, and does not return home. The airline encourages everyone to come to work, contribute your best, and return safe to your families. Currently, there are some ongoing collaborations between GISEP and some stakeholders. There is so much effort and commitment from the current GISEP executives. So with more effort, we are hoping to sign collaboration with the University of Cape Coast, University of Mines and Technology, that is UMaT, University for Development Studies, University of Education, Winneba, and Wisconsin International University. During the World Health and Safety Day, that's 28 April, GISEP collaborated with the Ghana Safety Campaign Initiative to speak on Joy News. I was there myself whilst we educated people on ILO's convention as to why we need to come back from the workplace safe to meet our families and our loved ones. There is nothing interesting and happier than when your child says, "Daddy, welcome home." Is that not the case? "Daddy, welcome home." Is that not the case? Good. It is on the same premise that when we were leaving house, we said goodbye. The same people who said goodbye to us are expecting us to come home so that they tell us, "Welcome, Daddy or Mommy." Aha, me that's for her. That is it. Okay, so welcome home, Daddy. Welcome home, Mommy. And it is just a pleasant gesture from your kids. But it's a bad sign. And that is why GISEP is continuously promoting and improving safety in Ghana. We shall get there. And so let's soldier on and let's keep pressing for the OHS bill to be passed. In the future, GISEP shall initiate stakeholder consultations and prepare a manual of procedures for fire management practices in collaboration with the Ghana National Fire Service. We shall also implement fire education and awareness in collaboration with the Ghana National Fire Service. We want to train more people as volunteers for fire marshals, fire ward, emergency response coordinators, mine rescue officers, underground rescue officers. All these are people that fire safety empowers and project them to go for some of these jobs, whether you are in the service or you are in the corporate world. Now, the Ghana National Fire Service should be resourced with logistics going forward. Memboso ana? Memboso. Are there some officers say memboso? Memboso. And memboso amamo. They need drones for mapping to assess the extent of fire that has happened at a particular area. Which fire tender should we bring in? I think during the independence celebration at Cape Coast, I heard that the fire tender that is sophisticated can carry up to 21 floors. But as chairman and chief fire officer, with respect, is that the case? So what about floors which are above 21? Obviously, what are we going to do? And so they need more sophisticated equipment. And so we are preaching, or we are calling on corporate Ghana to come to their aid. The government alone cannot do it. They are doing their best. But as part of our corporate social responsibilities, we can take up some of these initiatives. We can. MTN is here, right? MTN. Are they here? They can buy a fire tender. Oh, let's give it up. Who says MTN cannot buy? They recently produced their tax and profits. Who saw it on social media? Who saw? Give me a wave. They can buy it. And so we also need self-contained breathing apparatus, some communication materials, the two-way radios for effective communication, a central command system. We can even renovate fire stations for the remote areas. We can build up fire stations at where I live, Aboso, in the Pristia Huni Valley constituency, close to Takwa in Sayem. Mekuduka is Honorable Mekuduka is our MP for Takwa in Sayem, and then that of Pristia Huni Valley is Wisdom Kujo. We don't have fire station in Aboso, Huni Valley, Daman, that stretch. So we have to rely on fire tender from Goldfields and then main Takwa. And so, with respect, I've seen Chief Fire writing something here. And so, GISEP, we are pointing the loopholes, and then we are also preaching to corporate Ghana to come on board to help us. And I know together we can make it. When there is fire, emergency response, immediately the fire service team is there. These days they are doing live, and they are telling you or showing videos of how they are fighting fires. And personally, I love it. When I got here, the first thing I did was to check if you are streaming live. And it was the case. Let's give it up to the publicity department. Let's give it up to them. And so we are doing well. These are positive signs that tells us, look, the future is bright. The future is encouraged. I heard sure from here, thank you. And so we will do it. We will do it, but then we also call on corporate Ghana. I'm not done with corporate Ghana. I'll come to you for more items for Ghana National Fire Service. So in my conclusion, GISEP as an institution for managing health and safety in Ghana is promoting fire safety management. We are also engaged in broader stakeholder engagement, like I said earlier on. Corporate Ghana again, cash donations, vehicles, like some nice Toyota Hilux, 10 of them, branded, 30, let's make 30. And then we have some motorbikes. Some areas are not easily accessible, but motorbikes can do the job for us. Is that not the case? Just as the police is having motorbikes, we can also get some motorbikes for Ghana National Fire Service. And so corporate Ghana, NIC, where are you? And then SIC, they are here. NL Aviator, I've heard somebody say Aviator. The betting companies, please come to our aid and get us. As part of your corporate social responsibilities, we can do this. People go to the north and dig boreholes and buy other stuff. Please, let's come on board and help the Ghana National Fire Service. So let's unite and build a better Ghana National Fire Service to meet our current demands and anticipate and prepare for future uncertainties. Thank you.
Please, I believe we can do it better for Mr. Damwa. GISEP is ever ready to collaborate with Ghana National Fire Service on fire management. And I think his call for more support from corporate Ghana is in the right direction. And I believe from here, the response is going to materialize, and all of us are going to be beneficiaries of the support that is going to come from corporate Ghana. I think Mr. Damwa deserves another round of applause. Thank you so much, Mr. Damwa. I really enjoyed your presentation. I have some questions for you later on. So thank you. We will take the next one, and it will be from our long-standing friends from the Ghana Water Company Limited. Oh, you are happy to hear of them, eh? Then give it up for Ghana Water Company. And they are going to present on the topic, 60 years of existence, ensuring effective fire management, the role of Ghana National Fire Service in national development. And we are proud to make the announcement that this program is still live on our socials at GNFS Official. And when Mr. Damwa was giving his presentation, he gave a thumbs up to the public relations outfit, and I believe it is in the right direction. Like I earlier on indicated, there is one man from the mountains. I don't know whether because he comes from the mountains, he does not sleep, so he will not allow people to sleep. Shall we give it up for the Public Relations Directorate, headed by Teacher Kofi? So we'll take the next presentation. We are also live on our Fire Service TV and want to appreciate our followers on
area of financial management services and administration, risk analysis, portfolio and funds management, tax administration, data management, and many more. He is currently a PhD candidate at the prestigious Walden University, USA, pursuing public policy and administration. Our speaker for today also holds a Bachelor of Commerce degree from the University of Cape Coast, master's degree, that is in MSc Banking and Finance, from the Boston University, USA. He also holds certificate in advertising, marketing, and public relations from the Ghana Institute of Journalism. He is also the founder and president of Prudent Financial Services in Worcester, Massachusetts, a company that specializes in tax consulting, payroll services, and fund and investment management, among other range of financial consulting services. He has also worked with reputable international organizations, including
Ghana Water Company Limited was established on July 1st, 1999, following the conversion of Ghana Water and Sewage Corporation into a state-owned limited liability company under the Statutory Corporation Conventions to Companies Act 461, 1993, as amended by LI 1648. Prior to this, the first public water system in Ghana, then the Gold Coast, was established way before the World War I. So it tells you that Ghana Water Company Limited has been in existence for over 100 years. Ladies and gentlemen, in compliance to the provisions of the Ghana Companies Act 2019, Act 992, the Ghana Water Company Limited is now known as Ghana Water Limited as of July 19th, 2023. So you see the transition from Ghana Water and Sewage, Ghana Water Company, and now we are Ghana Water Limited. And it's the only utility company owned by the nation, that's owned by you and I. And our sole responsibility is to provide water in the urban communities across the country. Currently, Ghana Water operates a vast network. Ghana Water Limited is committed in collaborating with the Ghana National Fire Service to reverse this trend. In the event of fire, access to enough water becomes crucial for effective firefighting operations. The Ghana Water Limited plays a vital role in ensuring that adequate water resources are available to extinguish fire, safeguard lives, and protect properties. Ladies and gentlemen, effective water management system plays a crucial role in firefighting and ensuring adequate water availability in the various hydrants and optimizing water usage. Ghana Water Limited is working hard to increase the existing fire hydrants from the current 2,000 in our markets, shopping mall, and other public places. In our efforts to manage water resources to help in fire controls and fighting, we have implemented the following policies and programs. Ensuring adequate water availability. That's water resource management strategies such as water storage, conservation, and infrastructure development help maintain sufficient water reserves for firefighting purposes. This is important in areas prone to fire outbreaks and areas with limited water resources. Optimizing water usage. Efficient water usage techniques such as using appropriate nozzle, applying water in-burst, help conserve water and maximize its effectiveness in extinguishing fire during fire outbreaks. This reduces wastage in water demand and ensures that available resources are used wisely. Minimizing environmental impact. Water resource management practices such as implementing runoff control measures and treating contaminated water help mitigate the environmental impact of firefighting operations. And this protects water sources, prevent soil erosion, and safeguard aquatic ecosystems. Ladies and gentlemen, specific examples of water resource management practice that aid fire control and firefighting includes but not limited to the following. Water storage. Building and maintaining reservoirs and ponds, sinisters to store water for firefighting emergencies. Watershed management. Protecting and restoring watersheds to enhance water retention and improve water quality and its availability. Water conservation programs. Implementing public education campaigns and incentive programs to promote water conservation, to have enough water for fire control and fighting are available when the need arises. Fire hydrant mapping and maintenance. Maintaining an accurate and up-to-date fire hydrant map and ensuring regular maintenance of our hydrants to guarantee reliable access during fire outbreaks. Water usage monitoring and analysis. Tracking water usage during firefighting operations to identify areas for improved and optimized water allocation strategies. Ladies and gentlemen, effective water resource management is an essential component of comprehensive fire outbreak prevention and suppression plans. By ensuring adequate water availability, optimizing water usage, and minimizing environmental impact, water resource management contributes to safer and more sustainable firefighting practices. Over the past decades, water resource management have become a challenging subject for Ghana Water Limited and poses a threat to the work and the existence of Ghana National Fire Service. The activities of illegal mining, sand rigging, among others, have affected water abstraction and treatment, and these invariably affect the distribution of water supply throughout the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, the continuous threat of our water bodies will also affect the operations of Ghana Water Limited, which will impact negatively on effective performance of Ghana National Fire Service. And it is for this reason, among others, why all must join hands to fight the menace called Galamsey and keep supporting Ghana Water Limited to deliver on its mandate to support the Ghana National Fire Service. As I end my speech, the Ghana Water Limited will continue to partner with the Ghana National Fire Service to help fire control and fighting to preserve lives and properties. Additionally, the Ghana Water Limited pledges that it will continue to work with stakeholders and government to increase the available fire hydrants across the country to help fire control activities. The Ghana Water Limited wishes the Ghana National Fire Service a happy 60th anniversary. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I believe we can do it better. Ghana Water Company Limited is working hard to install or to improve upon the already installed fire hydrant, the 2,000 that they've done already, to build more for the usage of the Ghana National Fire Service. The Ghana Water Company. You see, even if you want to meter the fire hydrants and then regulate how the water is used at incident scenes, especially fire incident scenes, we are all for it. What we need from you is that we should have more fire hydrants dotted around our communities and they should be functioning. That anytime, any day, when we need water for continuous firefighting, we should get. So I'll reserve my other comments when it gets to the plenary section. Shall we give it up for him once again? Thank you so much. We will take the last presentation of the day, and it is from One Man 1,000. I will call the the person who is going to do this presentation, One Man 1,000. He is well versed in safety, contemporary fire safety issues, and then he has a lot of experience when it comes to fire safety. And he's going to present on the topic, contemporary fire safety. And at the end of his presentation, there's going to be an award. But the award is going to come after the plenary section. I have the singular honor to introduce to the House this gentleman who is a distinguished professional with a global presence, serving as a global executive member and chairman of the Council of Fellows at OSHA UK. When you go through his educational background, he attended St. Augustine's College, Cape Coast. He's also a journalist with the Ghana Institute of Journalism. I learned their name has changed now, but in those days it was GIJ here in Accra. He is also a proud member of the Fire Academy and Training School. Once a firefighter, always a firefighter. He is also attended Institution of Fire Engineers UK. He had the privilege of attending this junior and senior staff college. He is also a product of University of Ghana, Legon, IIT, New Delhi, India, Krauss Agents International, UK, Lund University, Sweden, Fire Service College, UK. He has a GCE, and for the papers there, plenty of them. Graduate member of the Institution of Fire Engineers, member, American Red Cross. He has attended a number of courses, which includes fire safety, firefighting, transportation planning, safety awareness, health and safety administration. He has also held a lot of positions in his career, which includes Deputy Public Relations Officer, Acting Regional Public Relations Officer when he was with the Ghana National Fire Service. He also served as the First District Fire Officer, Fire Safety Advisor, Fire Safety Consultant, Administrative Officer, Regional Coordinator, Regional Director at different points in his career. He currently holds the position of the President, OSHA UK Ghana Region, and Vice President at OSHA UK Africa, Middle East Regions. He has been involved in a lot of volunteer work and writings when it comes to the legislative work, contributing to the writing of key acts such as the Road Traffic Act and the draft bill for occupational health and safety in Ghana. He has set up offices for National Road Safety Commission in various districts and regions. I quite remember when I was in Ashanti region, he was the regional director or regional boss for National Road Safety Commission years back. He likes reading, listening to music, and he has a lot of awards. He has received numerous awards, including Best District Fire Officer, Best Regional President for Ghana region at OSHA UK, and several recognitions for promoting safety at both local and international levels. Notably, he has also been a part-time lecturer on various safety-related topics. He has also been affiliated with organizations such as DISEC, MUSEC, RESEC, and Global Road Safety Partners. He continues to contribute to the field of safety through workshops, seminars, conferences, as a speaker on various safety topics. And it is no wonder that today he is here to present on the topic Contemporary Fire Safety. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please join me to invite Mr. Thomas Bismarck Boakye to help us with this presentation.
Thank you very much. It pays to be home, true of us. Anytime I meet firemen or fire officers, I'm happy because my safety background, everything started from fire service. And today, I wanted us to look at something. What holds for fire service? And I was very happy when the invite came because when we were celebrating the 30 years anniversary in Takwa, DCFO Alenu was there, DCFO Fanny Simpson was there. It was only a celebration. We went there on Friday, and then we had a church service. A short planning committee was put in place, and I was the secretary. So the 60th anniversary, I came to Chief and I said, we need to celebrate the 60th anniversary no matter what. And my organization, OSHA, we had planned for 1 week celebration at a training school where every region was going to demonstrate the type of equipment that it uses in its various regions. And then we invite the general public to be there to see whether we are using fire beaters or dividing breach or whatever to fight fires. Greetings from OSHA. Greetings from OSHA. And we'll see what we can do. So this is what we want to do. Next slide. So what is safety at all? We've been talking about safety, 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 safety. And you meet firemen, you say, oh, I'm a safety officer. I'm a fire safety officer, I'm this. But the point is that safety is not a part-time job. It's a full-time job. If you want to go into safety, it should be what? A full-time job, not partial. If you go in the partial way, you will fail. You get to a certain point, certain questions will be asked, and then you will fail totally. Because these days, most of the fire reports and other reports, they use terminologies. Fire terminologies and all those that. So if you read a report and you are not abreast with most of the safety interventions, you will not understand. And I'm pleading with us. Let's see what we can do. So safety is a full-time job. It's a full-time job. So why should we understand safety? Because it's key. Now the world is changing totally. Let me just give you a gist. Every year, January, I go and do presentation for International Safety Conference in Dubai. This year we went there, we ordered a car, boat, and we were told that the car is in front of the hotel. We got there, there's this car parked, nobody is in it. My colleagues from Nigeria said, oh, now this car, we no go join. I said, wow. So, and the car was ready, said, oh, you are welcome. The doors were opened. I sat behind. I was afraid to sit in front. And then my Nigerian guy sat in front, and the car quickly said, I'm driving you to World Trade Center for the conference. And the car moved, going between 40 and 50 kilometers per hour. all the way to the conference center. He got there, he says, "This is the center. Thank you for joining us." And I said, wow. Let's bring a vehicle from fire service headquarters to this place. Let's make it driverless. What will happen? So the rate at which the world is advancing, we need to set up. In fact, some years back, you remember Dave Webb? You remember Dave Webb? Back was easier. Dave Webb. Fire Service Ghana came up to be the best, the second best in Africa, where we went to South Africa, we went to Europe, and all. Whole command went, and Cape Coast Command also went. But now, if we take fire service in Africa, Ghana is not mentioned. Even the first 20, you cannot see fire service. What can we do? The 60 years. You see, we are behaving like the Blasters. Old glory. Old glory. We need to set up. And I'm going to highlight on some of the things that we're going. So we need to read. We need to read. Safety is the only thing that, in fact, in my slides, we'll talk about safety as an investment. If you don't read, if you don't learn, you will not achieve it. You get to a certain place, and then you will see that you are not fit there. Because most of the people will be speaking the safety language. So, compliance and training. I see a lot of firemen, you know, all what they are interested in the uniform and the dressing, some using shin guards and all those things there. But it's wrong. It's totally wrong. It's totally wrong. So compliance and training, so you can come very effective. OSHA, IFE, SILT, NEBOSH. I also belong to the GSEP, the Ghana Institute of. So Yima knows very well what we are doing. And now we are highlighting seriously on the Occupational Health and Safety Bill. We just sat in Takoradi to discuss the final bill to pass, because we drafted this bill way back 2011. From 2007, 2011, we completed, we sent it to Attorney General Department, and it's still there. Presidents come, they call it for their last cabinet meeting, and that is why the fire service is suffering. In UK and other places, they have the home safety laws where it complies. So before the fire service get to the scene, they know the cause, everything. But here, now that you are going to dig, you are going to do what, and all those, everything boils down on fire service. Without the bill, so fire service support, so that we get a bill passed. It becomes an act, and then we see what to do. We were having similar challenges with the Road Traffic Act, the Access 83 and all those that, but we put force in there, and it was passed. Then now there is an LI 2180, which is there, which has also come up and is helping the National Road Safety Commission, now authority. So we need to set up, please. Very, very. If you are in your district, don't think that, oh, as for me, I'm isolated. No. Some of us started somewhere, from Prisia. And now look at where we are now. So please. And then practical skills, job training. Please, so far as you are in uniform as a fire officer, please learn the job. Learn the job. Make sure you understand it, because there are others. I don't want to go further. And then, management committee on resources. You see, there are some resources that we don't need them here. To be frank, we don't need them here, because we are in the tropics, and what we are bringing in should suit the tropical system. We don't have to bring in temperate things. Please, very, very important, because I know there are so many obsolete equipment at the stores, central stores, where it's not meant for Ghana. They are temperate equipment, and we can't use them here. Please. Because if you use them here, it causes hazard to the human being. You know, when we get there, we will tell about that. Then the legal requirements. Please, let's legalize everything. Let's legalize everything. I know Director Liga is here. Because where safety is going is not that of yesterday. It's moving faster. Look at the type of equipment. Even the dangerous goods that are in. If you go to Takoradi, almost every day, dangerous goods passing here and there. I remember a police officer stopped a vehicle which was carrying cyanide. And he said he wanted to see what is in the container. So the driver said, oh, you can go and open it. And now that policeman, a corporal, is having a liver cirrhosis because of the cyanide. So when a cyanide vehicle is on fire and they call the fire service man to go, what are you going to use? Are you going to use water? Meanwhile, the law says that all dangerous goods, you start evacuation from 200 meters away before you get to the hazard. By you going there as a potential hazard, do you understand those hazards? So please. Then, behavioral base, our behaviors. The other one is, now we don't say PPE. We don't say PPE, we say appropriate personal protective equipment. So if it's a kitchen fire and you are going in there with your fire jacket and all those that the smoke is on, you don't need to wear breathing apparatus. Because if you wear breathing apparatus, or you can't wear helmet here, because if you bring it here, it's not appropriate. So it's now, because of the COVID, a lot. Everybody say, oh, wear PPE, but it should be what? Appropriate. Yeah. Then we have the standard. So the training, education, somebody was asking, why training and why education? There is a difference between education and training. Some can acquire all the theories, and when it comes to practicals, zero. I remember the late ACFO Gadi, when we were doing priming from the sea. It was I don't need lazy boys. I need strong men. And then people, my friends from Kumasi and Tamale and Bolga, driver training for all 5 stations in Ghana. I remember Kende Jabina of the military setup, I used to go and teach there, called me and said they are training fire service. And they are only training about offensive driving. But we need to go into the nitty-gritties of defensive driving. What it takes to be a fire tender driver or emergency vehicle driver. Very, very important. So we'll be coming to your regions to offer those training for you free of charge. The only thing that you do is that if you want certificate, then you have to pay for the certification. Yes. And it will not cost more than 50 cedis per person. Yeah. But the training will be free for you to understand, because we need to protect those items. Fire tender is not an easy thing. We even have some donations. We are lobbying for some donations, and we're supposed to pay for the fleet and all those that, which is costing more than $100,000 if we want to donate to the fire. So like we did some years back when I was with road safety to the central region. Then, so equipment. Then technology and workplace safety, please. Please, this time around, everything is what? ICT. Technology. You can learn a lot from the ICT centers. Everything is posted. Just go on Facebook and then link up with other fire organizations in the world, and you get a lot of information. You can learn more about it. I know we still write exams for the junior officers, so you can learn from there. You can learn from there. I'm happy there is a platform